Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for another episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I am going to quickly cover the highly traded stocks alongside the requests that you guys dropped in the comment section. So first of all, I'd like to recognize, hold on, here, Ramon wanted me to review MONDE, Arlen for Ali and BSC, Dilma is for Annie. There you go. And Pure Gold, RRHI, and URC for Renato. Thank you guys, by the way, for sharing your comments on this video. I will be prioritizing your requests. In the meantime, allow me to invite everyone. If this is the first time you're watching my video, I am Miss Jaydee. I do review stocks in the Philippine market, US market, and sometimes cryptocurrency. So if there is a specific stock you'd like me to check out, go ahead and drop a comment, okay, so I can prioritize it. Now let's talk about the index today. Well, as you can see right here, we had a nice lift in the price. That's 1.42% increase from the previous day. So technically this is already the second day where we have shown some improvements in the price. Okay, however, if you are to go on to the volume, okay, volume is still a bit flat with foreign selling dominating the market today. So I would have to say, if I'm to draw a channel right here, so as you can see at a glance, the movement is still going down, but we want to understand if we have officially broken out of that downtrend levels. Okay, so this is your downward movement or downtrend channel. So let us see right here if indeed. So technically, okay, if you can see right here, we are respecting this channel and we have stopped right at the resistance area of this downward channel. So what can we see here? In the event you will have some profit taking by tomorrow or just a slight pullback, just know that our index is still very near a possible support area. As you can see, there's a slight overshoot back on the 13th of May, but overall it's just within the 6,450, 447 area, or even slightly lower than that, okay, because you have some consolidation that happened right here. So we're using the 6,426 level as our support. So if in case you get rejected or our index get rejected and it goes back, then the next thing we are going to check would be how is our RSI behaving. So if it's slightly higher, then and then there's some nice volume, then that's a looking good. Okay, so that's something we want to look forward to. But in the event it's not the case, then we will again review by tomorrow. Now so let's prioritize the request of our friends over here. Let's first check out MONDE. Okay, for MONDE, it's already technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day of nice green days, as you can see. And we have officially broken out of this short-term resistance, and for several days now, your resistance previously, which will now act as a support, is already being tested. Okay, so 3 days in a row that area was tested, so chances are indeed we have already established a support around the 13.87. Okay, so this is a very good setup actually. And notice right here, on this day you had a sudden spike in the volume, and it was supported in the next 2 days actually. For that particular day, the market opened below, so there was a gap down that happened there, but the candlestick or the performance managed to recover intraday, ending the day at the same level as the previous day. And for today, we continue to move higher and higher. So that's really a good sign. So actually, this is your first trigger that, hey, there's a buying sentiment that's happening in MOND. Foreign buying is also there. And notice this constricted Bollinger Band. Okay, it's the two yellow lines over here is our uh, Bollinger Band, and then the center part of, or center line of our Bollinger Band is the MA20 line. So the three lines are part of the Bollinger Band. So coming from a constricted, well, technically it's a bit constricted. Um, so, but this is a more constricted part here. But as you can see right here, we stayed flat for several days. Technically, there were also ups and downs there, but overall, it was just moving sideways. And then we started triggering the upper Bollinger Band. It started on this day when you had that nice volume. So I would have to say there will be, I'm a bit bullish now for MOND. I'm expecting there will be a continuation of this movement in the coming days. 1548 is the next possible short-term resistance right here. So if you manage to enter right at the bottom, which actually you already had a sign, you had early signs of recovery over here. Notice during these days when we were flat, look at your RSI. Your RSI has been already giving us some hints that momentum is starting to pick up. So right over there. So see that we were flat here, but your RSI is already moving up. So the next possible action there is a continuation to the upside. Okay, I hope I was able to share good insights there. Let's talk about Ali. I think I mentioned Ali yesterday. um, all right. So I think I mentioned something about the 3-day rule that I have here. So we had our support within the area right over here, but I said that I think we have not fully engulfed the last candlestick here that ended outside of the Bollinger Band. So normally I would look at the volume. Number one, I would check the volume, and then in the next 3 days after that, we should be able to engulf this last red candlestick over here outside of the Bollinger Band. And now we have this nice green candlestick. Um, although volume is not there yet, so that is why I'm just putting my support around the 27.95. But I'm also starting to become bullish right here for Ali. Imagine how much this stock has dropped significantly. There's nothing wrong with the fundamentals. It's just the market sentiment that is really on the bearish side. So I would have to say this is an area that we all should be excited about. Okay, if you're a long-term investor, this is a buy opportunity for all of us now. Volume is also, as we go higher, we're above the average in terms of volume. Except for this day, we're just flat. Okay, so that is why take advantage of those dips. That the moment it touches or it goes near 27.95, that is your opportunity. Next is BSC. BSC is Basic Energy Corporation. Ito, I think, is also nice. I love that we're starting to challenge the MA20 line in our Bollinger Band, and there's a spike in the volume. I would have to say, even though there's a red today, start putting this in your watch list. In fact, you can already start, doing test buys here. This is the support I see, 0.3694. I think the risk to reward ratio of this stock is really very attractive. So imagine it has really declined so much, okay? Coming from almost 2 peso level, it's down to 0.36. So if it is going to drop even more, and let's say it goes back right here, um, if you're willing to take that risk, then good, you can just add more. But imagine how much you could potentially gain if you're willing to wait. But for now, if you want, you can do test buys as near as you can at the 0.36 level, because I would have to say there's really a big chance that it will continue. the volume is starting to spike up over here. So just take advantage again of those fluctuations intraday. So we know that the support, and this is just my take on it, the support is around the 0.3694. Okay, so guys, just a heads up, my outlook here is based on a mid to long term profile. I don't really mind staying on a particular stock for as long as the rewards are really going to be promising. And I'm more of a mid to long term investor because I do have a day job and I do this on the side. That means I do not have the luxury of time to really time the market or monitor the market while it is open. So I just normally I'm interested in positions where it's really at the oversold or at the support area, because that's what you call position trading. So more of a position trader and a mid to long term holder. Okay, BSC, that's for you. Annie for Idoma. Annie. Okay, nice. Although you only had 39 trades, you had foreign selling. Volume today, even though it's a green, it's very small, as you can see right there. So don't be surprised, although we've managed to break out of that MA20 line. So just anticipate, again, fluctuations, and 4.69 is the area where I see it dropping or revisiting before it officially takes off. But one thing good here is that we have already crossed the MA20 line, and once we've done that normally, so this is an example, we crossed the MA20 line, then there's a continuation in the upside. Once we cross the once we go below the MA20 line, see what happens next. There's a continuation on that side. Okay, again, as another thing to also remember is that when we start triggering the Bollinger Band coming from a constricted band, there's also a continuation in that direction. So that's my take. 4.69 is an area of possible bounce to the upside. Next one is Pure Gold. Pure Gold, okay, so see this? This stock is respecting the MA20 line. It didn't even touch the entire line, but we're very near because, you have your resistance right there. So this got rejected. So chances are it will continue to go down. We're not 100% sure if the downtrend is already over. This is it. This is the downtrend channel that we have. Okay, I hope you're not confused with all the lines. So on a horizontal view, your resistance is right here, but I also just want to establish your downtrend channel. Your downtrend channel using the orange line, this is the movement of the stock as it goes down. It creates a lower high. See this? High bounces again, and it's much lower than the previous high, and then much lower again. Same with support. Low, low. It creates a lower low. So we could, we could be number one, testing this because you had your support right here. We could be testing that, or if not, it could even break down in the price. So I'd say be on the defensive side or conservative side, as it might touch once again the 31.45. But once we go to that level, let's find out if we are now going to bounce at that level, because sometimes we do double bottom, right? See this? This is your first, this is your second, and right now, if you are to look at it, I already have a bullish divergence. That could probably be the reason why you had a short-term lift in the price. I still consider this as a lift in the price because intraday at one point it even reached as high as 34. and that has already given you, if you have entered somewhere in 31.45, this must have given you a nice 7 to 8% gain. See? But overall, just monitor this stock. Don't enter yet because I see a few more days of a red for this. RRHI. For RRHI, wow, you have a dividend that's 2 pesos, May 17. Okay, so today is the X date. So if you entered today, you're not actually part of the recipient. So you should have entered yesterday. Right, so normally this is an expected reaction on an X date. During the X date, price normally drops. But you are actually, it managed to stop right at the area where we are establishing a support right now. So probably will go sideways first before it recovers. If there's a breakdown in the price, the next stop I am seeing would be around 49.91 or 49.98. Because of this, I see this. Okay, and then next stop would be around 48.64. But overall, check if it will go flat and recover up to the upside, or it will go break down and then bounce right here. At least you have key levels to watch out for. Okay, next is the URC. URC, you had some nice little bounce here, but you had foreign selling. Okay, so I am still plotting my support at the same area, but really nice to see that your RSI is already showing bullish divergence. We stayed flat on a price, but it's already going up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. But your RSI, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so anywhere from 102 to 107, you may want to consider doing test buys already, or if you want, you can do watch this. But if you're a mid to long term holder, anywhere from 102 to 107 would be already a good area to try out. Next is Dito. Okay, wow. After the election, you had a short stint right there, a recovery, but it went down. But looks like it is supporting MA20 as a support at the moment, right? So there's a slight overshoot, but we are within the area. If you want to be more accurate, you can go check it using the Fibonacci retracement tool. So you point it here to the lowest part of the candlestick and all the way up here. So using the body down below, use the body up here as well. So, okay, my plot is correct. Just let me remove it so it looks cleaner. Looks like, okay. By the way, Fibonacci measures the a possible area of the pullback in an uptrend. So it's now pulling back. Okay, there's retracement happening, and we're trying to identify at which area could it possibly bounce. And third day in a row over here, we're just touching the area, and then there's consolidation that's happening. Chances are we could be bouncing at that same level. So watch out this area over here. And it's also very near MA20, so I'm assuming we could be bouncing soon. 4.95, actually it's still very close to the 5 peso, which I have been plotting ever since. 5 peso area is the support, so I think it will respect that area. Okay, so those people who have entered somewhere the 450, or you guys are very lucky. I'm thinking we might see recovery soon. It's just staying at the support level at the moment. Okay, so I think those are the stocks that I will be reviewing tonight. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know if you want me to prioritize your stock. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and have a great night. Bye-bye.